Hello, my AMS friends. Corey Murray here, and I'm here with.
Double D out in Tokyo.
Hey there. Okay, we have a few questions for you. Can you tell us about Throwback Tokyo?
Yeah, we're a gaming community. We just try and support the arcade scene in Japan. So, visiting arcades like daily, playing Tekken, Street Fighter, anything basically. We just try and make sure that arcade gaming stays strong, and yeah, give a place to give a give an opportunity for people, like-minded people together, play games. But yeah, we also promote arcades. So we make videos like walk around arcades, show people what they've got, and yeah, give directions. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. Uh, could you tell us how were you first introduced to the House of the Dead series?
Ooh, I played House of the Dead 1 when I was, man, like 11 years old. My parents gave me like a pound. I don't know what that is, like half a dollar or something
Nice.
to go on. I'm British. So they gave me a pound to just go to an arcade, look around, just see House of the Dead, and that's it. Fell in love, played that most of the time that I was on holiday and any opportunity I could. We still had arcades back then in the UK. Nowadays, not so many, so
Okay. Um, all right, so we're gonna move on to some Scarlet Dawn questions. What was your experience with the first location test of Scarlet Dawn? How the gameplay felt, the arcade cabinet, and you got any more details on the game?
Yeah, I would just say that the quality of the visuals and the voice acting speak for itself.
Oh,
We've seen the footage, right?
oh yeah,
And
Ryan Taylor.
I think they're showing some love to the fans. Really, they're doing good with it. The gameplay was stunning. It was fun. It was immersive. Like I was saying before, your peripheral is completely covered. So while you're in there, the standing up and shooting, it's great. That's a great, House of the Dead 1, 2, 3, 4, all fantastic. But this one, where you're enclosed, to anybody that's played Silent Hill, any of the Silent Hill games, it's similar to that. You really feel like you're involved in the game, and yeah, the elements that you can't see on video are the quality of the gun mechanics. Feels great, reacts well, gives you that kind of feeling that you want from the gun,
Oh yeah.
the recoil. Uh, yeah, right. You also got a couple of gimmicks like the the wind will spray in your face anytime you have an explosion or you blow something up. If something falls, if you get hit, you get this blast of air in your face. And again, it just adds to that immersion effect that they're going for. So yeah, but in terms of like other elements that I can bring, it would just be what I saw because I was spending 4 hours there watching. Um, Dude, I arrived there and the board said, serving customers 1 to 3. My ticket said 20. 1 to 3 lasted 2 hours.
Oh man.
Each person got 30 minutes of gameplay. They were allowed to play all the way through the game because, beta test, they want to not test the beginning of the game where everybody gets wiped out. They want to see through the entire level, what are the glitches, what's good, what's bad, see if they could find out any of the poor mechanics there. So I stood for 4 hours watching people play that game and watching, the pitfalls and stuff. Maybe it doesn't seem so from the way I played. I wasn't doing too well, but yeah, yeah, there was no alternate routes. There was an option for an alternate route, but in this beta test, it was like you're going this way. There
Gotcha.
was no alternate routes in this particular gameplay, from what I saw.
Okay, so with the recent announcement of Scarlet Dawn and its first location test, how long was the line, and were you able to meet other House of the Dead players?
I'm telling you, I met a lot of House of the Dead players. Yeah, that was great. Actually, I met a guy, YDA. I don't know his actual name, but in his score, um, high score ranking, if you go to a Sega arcade in Akihabara, every single score is YDA, top score. It's just YDA, 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 straight down on all of the games. That guy plays well.
Nice, nice.
That guy plays well. So I met him. He's an incredibly shy guy. In terms of the people in the queue, there wasn't. I got ticket number 20.
Mm.
and the only reason I got to play is because I was hanging around while other people had gone to go and get coffee or something.
Yeah.
So the reason I got to play was everybody had seen how long the game was taking, and so they decided, yeah, I'll come back in 20 minutes. I hung around, there was nobody around, and they just said, yeah, you want to go forward? So I skipped like 10 people playing the game.
Oh, okay. Sweet, sweet.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
could you provide us any story details about the game, and will the mystery man who appeared in secret endings to the last few games play an important role in this installment?
Gotta do right. They're gonna have to do something. I mean, they've shown us that they're doing it for the fans, so they're gonna do right with the story too. I think Mystery Man's gonna appear. I'm hoping it's somebody that we know. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
somebody that was like all the way from the beginning who was just like it was that guy. Oh,
Uh,
maybe Sophie is a Mystery Man. Who knows?
also he is mystery man. um,
Yeah, I'm hoping for something big.
nice. Um, there are some instances where like Ryan Taylor mentions his brother James Taylor that from the last three games. Not last three. I mean the last House of the Dead game, House of the Dead 4. Um, what else? What else was there? And Kate Green is returning from House of the Dead 4 as well. Um, what are your thoughts on those characters, Ryan Taylor and Kate Green?
I think we're all a big fan of Kate. Like
Um,
they sassed her up real good. She looks fantastic, and
oh
she
yeah.
sounds like, and she sounds like somebody that spent some time in the in voice acting class or something. The guy that's playing Ryan Taylor, again, that guy's stunning. I
Oh
think
yeah.
it might have been one of the programmers that's studying English. Maybe just one of the guys in the back says, "I can do it." I've been taking English classes.
Oh nice.
But yeah, yeah. I think they're doing great. I'm hoping that maybe it won't just follow those characters, that it'll expand and you get to play a few characters. They're trying new things, so who knows? Like story wise, you might be playing new players too. So, just a
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah. Like would be interesting to see like there's a chapter with Kate and Ryan, and like with the other chapters too, it could be probably like featuring maybe the return of Thomas Rogan and G, and
Right,
maybe have Gary Stewart too. We haven't seen him since House of the Dead 2.
man, that would be great. That would be
Um,
great. Yeah.
so what influenced them to bring House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn to the public after 9 years of after Overkill?
My God, that's a really good question. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, dude? What do you think, buddy?
um, I think like with Sega's recent announcement, like with Sega Amusements, they had like a voting poll where like they asked people which arcade game would they like to see return. One of them was Crazy Taxi, Virtual Fighter, House of the Dead, and Space Harrier. And a lot of people voted for House of the Dead, and I think they were like secretly like making these games in development behind scenes because they released the Daytona USA championship recently
Yeah,
in local Dave and Buster's and stuff. So like
yeah, yeah.
I assume that they're trying to win back the fans who love their franchises and stuff, and they're secretly working behind the scenes to bring them back once more.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. I mean, Sega's going through a new phase, basically. I forgot what it's called, Sega Innovation, or man, I'm so sorry. I should know better, but maybe you've seen the commercial where there's just like an
Yeah,
eyeball,
Sega.
everything and opens with Sega. Like they're moving forward. They've just changed Joypolis. Joypolis has been in Odaiba, like Sega World, like Joypolis in Odaiba just had a really big refurbishment, renewal, and they've brought in a lot of VR stuff. They've had the same setup like Sonic Brain Training for maybe 10 years, but
Oh
they've
man.
like decided this is the year we're gonna do some stuff. Maybe we're doing better than we were before, and we're gonna try some stuff. So they brought in a VR tower tag game, which is pretty cool. And a few zombie games. They've got Biohazard 7 VR, which is a collaboration. I assume it's going to end probably this year.
Ooh.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, no, I I think that you're right. I think probably they've got this kind of, why not? Like, bring back the franchise. Like, there's a lot of love for it, and AMC's The Walking Dead, shooter is doing pretty good.
Mm.
Jurassic Park's doing pretty good. I think they're noticing that being efficient might not be the best thing for them. The arcade scene is pretty weak. Not pretty weak, not weak at all, but it's weakening
Yeah.
in Japan. And Sega's got huge investments in arcades. So, you could go home and play the game. You can play Street Fighter or Tekken or something like that at home. What have we got that's special about arcades? And that's, for me, gun games.
Oh
There's
yeah.
so few arcades with gun games, but, I don't think it's even possible, right? With a plasma screen to use a gun, like a light screen gun. Like, it's not possible these days with modern TVs. I'm sounding like an old man. So they kind of stepped away from it, and then they've realized, yeah, this is still viable. Even Taito brought out Space Invaders shooting game. It's not fantastic, but it's fun. So I think you're right. I think they're listening to the fans, but also they're recognizing the unique qualities of arcades and what's going to bring people. I'm telling you, like, the number of hits on that video just made me so happy. Not from the fact that there's like a response to the video, it's going to benefit me or like that. It's more like, damn, people love this game still. That's awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that people love this game like I love this game. And that's all it's all about. That's why I wanted to share it, basically. I think Sega might not be happy about that, but they could have flagged the video and didn't. But I think it's not going to damage them at all. Like, having that footage online, it's actually going to just enhance the anticipation
The
so
interest,
much
yeah.
more. Yeah, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to put my mask back on.
Oh yeah, nice. Speaking of the mask, how was your experience at the Japanese Amusement Expo? And were there any differences from the first location test build?
Yes. The one major element was the fact that the weapon could be changed in this version. So you could select a shotgun, a grenade launcher, a missile launcher, and pretty freely, it seems. So it follows kind of Time Crisis rules, where you can shoot off screen. I'm not exactly sure how it worked, but I did see people switching weapons pretty freely.
Oh, nice.
So that's going to be a really interesting element. It's going to change the mechanics a lot. It all seemed to be done with one button too, like the trigger button. There's no grenade launcher on the side.
Okay.
That's going to benefit, like, left-handers, right-handers.
Nice.
Right.
Were you also there for the presentation Sega held for House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn?
Yeah, that woman upsets me immensely, dude. What's her name? Suzuki. I forget her name. Oh, but yeah, it was great though. It was great to see that amount of effort, and she's a legit star in Japan. Like, 99% of Japan knows her.
Nice.
They recognize her on the street, so they got a high-level celebrity to promote that game, and yeah, the presentation was good. It was fun. I think they're being quirky with it. They had all the zombies in goofy positions.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. That's what's gonna get hits more than just another zombie game or something like that. It's like, it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun and wacky, and from the stream and stuff, like they were showing off the character designs and like the creatures wearing like fancy suits and stuff. Like, is that like they're trying to promote the game in a certain kind of way, perhaps?
Yeah, they're kind of branding the game. Yeah, dude, I hadn't thought about it, but you're right. They're branding it in a way, like, much more than previous games. So, you probably, who knows? But Sega's got a huge investment in mobile games too. So there's a really good chance that, yeah, if it succeeds, we might see Sega like releasing toys or mobile games, or it's very viable. Like they did the same with Puyo Puyo 4 years ago. Puyo Puyo Quest.
Yeah.
That's how they kicked it off. They kicked it off with a whole high-profile celebrity promoting it at Tokyo Game Show in JAEPO, and then yeah, mobile game was successful. The arcade game was successful, and they released it just brought back the franchise. A lot of people buying merchandise. So yeah, dude, I didn't even think about it, but you're right. It's kind of bringing back a brand.
You know, speaking of that, you know, it'd be really cool. Like, you know, those little anime cards where you can like use the card to save like your game data and stuff. Like, what if they specialize for like a AMS anime card where you can have your own photo
You're
on
right.
it? Yeah. So that's a possibility. They can probably do that. I hope they do. I always thought like with like House of the Dead, like they should have like a mobile version of the game where it keeps track of your like high score and stuff, and then like probably play a mini game to like unlock more costumes or silly gags and stuff when you're actually playing the arcade and stuff. So that could be like really revolutionary.
That's amazing, dude. That's how small-minded I am. Because I haven't considered any of those like aspects of it. But yeah, no, probably you're right. Like the mobile element is huge. There was no scanning device, but it's not an issue for Sega. They've got cards, you know, for Virtual Fighter and all kinds of games, Order Break, Wonderland Wars maybe. But yeah, no, and they couldn't really like customize guns too much, but character customizations, yeah, definitely. Maintaining your high score, getting some kind of point system, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So I got another question for you from the first location test. They were giving out surveys after people play the game. Do you happen to know any questions that they were asking for the players? I know one of them was if they would like to see the game on the consoles.
Yeah. And it was asking specifically what consoles.
Oh.
Like, I just want it on Switch. Just Switch.
On Switch? Oh, that would be awesome. I would like to see it on PS4, PC, and Switch. Those are like
I'd pick them all.
Yeah, those would be like the perfect candidates for the console version of House of Dead. Scarlet
I want it on the Game Gear.
Game Gear.
Just fire with them. Yeah, no, the questions were all pretty much what you could expect to see. You know, like, did you enjoy the game? How would you rate it on a 1 to 10 scale? Graphics, sound quality, was it scary? You know, like those kind of questions. It was pretty straightforward, like 1 to 10 kind of options, and there was maybe 4 pages of it, you know. But doing that, they would then sticker set.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But a lot of the questions were things that you would just kind of generally expect them to ask, like, did you like it?
Nice.
Did you think it was too long? How difficult was it? Was it too difficult? Like, how much did you spend roughly? And I blew 1,000 yen, which was, my budget. To start the game, they said you put in 500 yen. You could probably start for like 100 yen, but they were like saying, you're probably going to need 500 yen to cover this part of the game. I'm sure that that's just how it starts, you know, on the trial version like that. So they were asking, did you feel it was like, should they tone it down, or how was the difficulty level? How was the gun? Yeah.
Sweet. So here's our final question. What are your final thoughts on House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, and what can a fan expect from the game?
Whoa. That game is really good. That game is really good, and expectations high. Like, I think the feedback on the video has been, you know, kind of unanimously good, and that's only like 50% of it. Like, when you're playing the game, 2 hands, you know, it's really nice. It's really nice. They've taken time. It's the things that I would go on the negative, you know, like I would say, is like the zombies are a little bit generic, and like we were saying before, it would be nice to have gore. It would be nice to see those eyes pop out, you know, like when you get a good shot, or see it like walking towards you half eaten, you know, like half the body.
I see some hats fly off.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's like, what kind of convention are these guys at where they're all wearing, three-piece, like, tuxedos and stuff like that? It's, so I'm hoping they expand a little bit, introduce new monsters, but of course they will, yeah. And I think the game is not that difficult. The game that they were letting us play wasn't too difficult. It has those elements where you can take advantage of a shortcut, like removing a chandelier or a box or something like that. So I think it's going to be fun because you're going to be able to play it how you want. You can choose your route. It's the things that we like about it. And the other thing I was going to say is I don't know the penalization system. The one comment that I put on it, on the feedback form was
Yeah.
that I wanna have the opportunity to get some lives back because that's one thing that I didn't find in the game. Like you
Mm.
get points for saving people. Like one guy got his leg busted real bad, and there was no penalization for that. It's just like you know you let the guy get his leg broken.
Yeah.
You save someone, you get points, but what does that accumulate? I want to see some lives, so that's the only comment that I put as like a negative for them to work on. But again, I'm sure they just wanted people to play through, and they weren't concerned about that issue.
Oh.
I like saving people. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Um. So like, what can fans expect from the game? Like, would they be really excited for it? You think so?
Yeah, definitely, it's great, dude. It's great. And I don't see us getting answers. I see part two, part three. This
Nice.
is like, removing the from the title, Scarlet, like House of the Dead, not the House of the Dead, House of the
Yeah.
Dead. I'm seeing this as the start of something new.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping we find out who the mystery man is, but I'm pretty sure we aren't gonna do. They're restarting it. They're moving. They're not gonna finish right here.
Oh yeah. Especially since the game takes place between like House of the Dead 4 and House of the Dead 3, I think they're gonna probably
Yeah,
expand
exactly right.
more of the lore with the other characters and stuff too, and how it leads to House of the Dead 3, and then probably might reboot it again, just to keep it going if it's more popular enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they've made this leap, this investment, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I see it going on and on. It's gonna go away.
All right, sweet. So it was nice having you, man. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah, Double D, Tokyo, Throwback Tokyo. Uh, thank you for coming. It was pretty awesome to have you there. Thank you for playing House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn for all the fans out there. We
dude, thank you for supporting. Like immediately, as soon as any mention of that went down, you got in contact with me. So I was like,
oh
great.
yeah,
There is fans out there. Like there's people that love this stuff, and you were like on it. You were like, damn, thank you.
yeah. It was nice having you, and that's it.
That's all good, man. I'm hoping we get a release date soon. I'm hoping that it's gonna go worldwide. Dave and Buster's gonna have it soon. They seem to have everything, everything out. So, yeah, no, high hopes, and yeah.
Oh yeah.